Good day guys, being here. Today let's try this one. There's only one image here. It's a bit hard to understand what's going on here, but I guess we can. We can try to use mass to maybe let's have a try. So what I'm going to do is create a conceptual mess, and okay, so in this conceptual mess I'm going to just use spline, draw a spline reference line. Actually, let me just make it more interesting. Okay, so okay, something like this. Oops. Okay, so now let me just draw place a point, use draw on face and place it onto here, and on this point I'm going to use a reference line, draw a line, and then use draw on world plan and pick world plan and pick this point, and oh sorry, wrong one. Not point, draw a line, reference line, draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this world plan and draw a line. Okay, so this is a line, a reference line on this point. So if I move this point, this reference line should follow this point. Okay, so what we can do is I'll just copy this one for a few times. Okay, and then I'll just place this point on a different location of this reference line, something like this. Okay, so and then we can now select all these reference line, right, and together with this path. Okay, so you must select this reference path. Oh, hang on. Something's not right. Okay, don't worry. Maybe let me just. I think this shape is too. I think it's probably because of this. Maybe let's make it less. Maybe something like this. Okay, so let's try again. Select all these reference lines together with this path, so we can still self-intersecting. Okay, so this is interesting. I think it's probably because maybe what we can. Oh, hang on. That's the issue. Looks like that's the issue. This point. That's okay. So maybe let's just sometimes when this happens when the shape is too complicated. So what we can do is we try to make it like this and make it easier for Revit to understand. And then once we create this shape, and then we can just do whatever we like, and then so we won't have issue creating this. So this is, I think this is a little trick for you. So sometimes when you can't create a shape, just flatten it a little bit, and then you can just once the form is created, and then you can change it. So now, okay, so this is the first step, and this is nothing like this one, but we can now we have this form, and we can start to play with this shape. So I'm going to select this spline, and you can see I can drag this one to change the shape, right? And also change this back last corner. We'll change this endpoint of spline. We'll change the scale, and also if you tab, and you can change the location of this last. And of course, in Revit, we can't make them intersect. So we can this, but we can't have this one. Okay. So what we can do is we can somehow adjust the profile. So for example, I increase this height, and also maybe I rotate this line. So as hang on. Why there's another one? So maybe that I draw another one. There's two. maybe, oh, sorry. I think I have that checked. So see, when I rotate, so I have this one checked. That's why it's not following the reference line, the profile. So yeah, all good. So okay, so it looks like we have some issue here. Hang on, what's going on here? So Control Z. Let me just Control Z. Okay, so let's try again. Rotate, or maybe not rotate. I'll just drag this one. Okay, so you can see it will change the surface, change the mass. So what we can do now is, so actually instead of doing that, we can also rotate the angle. So for example, I'll just type in 90 degree to it. Okay, so it looks like we have some issue here. Revit can't, probably because it's intersecting to itself. So let me just try. Oh, this is quite crazy already. So yeah, let me try 90 degree. Doesn't work. Try this one, 90 degree. Yeah, so it starts to create some quite interesting shape. Yeah. So let's try this one, 180. Oh, and maybe let me just try to. So this is a reference spline. Let me just drag this away, this point away. Tab. Maybe go there. So you can see at some point we can't create a form, but we can. So it will tell you. Revit tells you. So not here, but it's okay to place it here. So yeah, just by playing with these different angles, different. Oh, that's crazy already. So 270. Yeah. So you can create some quite interesting organic shape, right? So I just do a slide. Okay, so now, so this is a shape we create. But so to create this one, I think it's a bit hard to tell, but I think you can just create a sweep and then rotate a certain angle, and then and now we have this one. So the next step is we need to place all these little sticks, right? So what we can do is we can use divided surface. Once divided surface, remove the U grid. No, the other one. Remove V grid. Yeah, and then we can place. So for example, I'll just put 199, and just be careful because the maximum number is 200. So I think I'll try 200. Yeah, still working, but yeah, if you type more than 200, it will tell you, no, Revit can't do that. It's already, no, maybe 199 is the biggest one. And okay, so now we have these. So let me just drag this point. Hang on, let me just, yeah, spline, because it's a spline. It can only be in one plane. Okay, so but that's okay. We can always move the reference line. So for example, I want to move this up. So right, so the point is still there, but we move the profile. So you can make it, change the level of these. Doesn't like this angle. Maybe try a little bit more. No, doesn't work. Try the other direction. No. Yeah, doesn't work. So anyway, so let's just leave it. And now we have all these grid lines, and then we can just turn on the nodes. So once we have nodes, we can place adaptive family. So we can also use pattern based, but in this case, adaptive family is more. I think it's more straightforward because we only need 2 adaptive points. Okay, so let's just quickly do it. So I just in this adaptive family, create 2 points and select them, make them adaptive, and create a spline. So I'm not going to change it to reference line and then try to create a place profile and create a solid, create a state. Instead, I'll just use this model line. So without checking this one, so this will be a line, like a model line, and it will be visible. Okay, so now this is all we need. Oh, actually, hang on. No, we need more. Not just this, because if we only have this one, it's always it's very boring. So it will be only this long, and then if I repeat, it will only exactly how. Let me just so turn off. Maybe I'll just VV to turn off the grid line. Maybe nodes apply. Okay, so now I can see all these model lines. So it's quite boring, right? Not like this one, it's very crazy. So yeah, so let's go back to this adaptive family. So what we can do is, so first I want to make this line a reference line, so we can place point onto that. So now I just place a point on use draw on face. Okay, so place it here. And then with this point, so if I change this one to always, so now we will see this is a work plan on which we can place point. So let's just place a point, use draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this work plan and place on this point. Okay, so when you see this warning, which means you are doing correctly, and then select this point and just one sec. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so we place the point on this point, and then we can offset this one. So use, oh, hang on, where's my offset? Something not right. Let's place it again. Let's delete it. Point, draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this work plan and place it onto this point. Click OK. Select this point, drag this one. So yeah, that's correct. So now you can see that we can use this one. So what I'm going to do is create a instance parameter. So I'll just call it offset. Okay, instance, and OK and OK. So now I'm going to drag this point to this end. So now this point will always be in the direction of this line. So depending on where these 2 points are. Okay, so and we can do the same. So another point, just draw on face, place onto reference line, and you don't have to show the reference work plan because you can always directly use tab. You can so actually this is the first work plan. It will you can, when you pick what do they call, set work plan, when you use set work plan, so this work plan is always the first one. Okay, so then place another one. Okay, and just you can drag this point. Okay, so this time it's negative, so because we want this point to go this way. So let's just create another one. So this time I'm going to call it offset, maybe negative, and instance, and OK and OK. So now we can go to family types. Negative equals negative offset. So okay, so it and then drag this point to this end. So in this case, the offset of these 2 points will be the same. So for example, if I drag this one, it will also change the other one. Okay, so if you want to, you can make them different. So just create 2 different instance parameter. Now we can select these 2 points and create a line. So do not check this because we want this line to be visible. And also, if you want to, you can change this one to reference line and then place point, place place profile and create a solid if you want to. But for this one, I'm going to use a model line. So load this back in, and override. So now you will see each model line. So it will extend from that point, from the surface, from the mass, from the divider surface we created. And for each one, so currently, because we used repeater, so if we change, if I tab, select one of them and change this one, so for example, I change this one to 5 meter. So this will change all of them because of the repeater. It's just like a group of, family, and then you change one, you change it all. So what you can do is, if you want to change them individually, so you can select them. Select this, and then you can, when you see this one, remove repeater, just click on this, and now they are all individual. So you can just change one without change others. So for example, I changed this one to 2 meter. So now, so you can see it's different to the rest. And then we can with this one. So of course. We can use Dynamo. I'll just quickly, so because this will be very, very simple Dynamo exercise. So basically there's one parameter, so we just need to create a set parameter by name to adjust them. Of course, if you have time, you can just do it manually. So new, so first I want to change it to menu, and then Revit selection, and family type, and all elements of family type. Change that to family 2, link run, just check out we have 200 of them, and right click, set parameter by name, and link this element. Name is offset, and value. So value, we need to just create a list. So in this list, I'm going to use 0 to 5 meter every, because we need at least 200. So every 20. So I'll just click on run and see how many we have. So yeah, 251 enough, and then just shuffle it. Search shuffle. I'm going to just use this one, so I don't want to. So if you can use also the other shuffle with seed, and then use integer slider to, so you can quickly change the pattern. So but for this one, I'm going to just click connect and run. So this will change them randomly. So now you can see they are quite random size. And yeah, I think this is the idea. But so this one, so you can see, yeah, slightly different. So actually, I'll just quickly, because we have everything here, let me just create another one. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to draw another one. So create reference line. I'm going to use, so maybe this time I'll try spline through points and see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe something like this, and go to 3D view, because this is spline through points, so it can be 3-dimensional, doesn't need to be 2-dimensional, right? So we can make it more interesting. Okay, so and also then place a point, use draw on face, place it on this reference line, draw on work plan, set work plan, pick this and place onto this point. I'll just drag it something like this, and also maybe I'll drag this to the other end, so roughly center to this point. So now I'm going to select this CC and select this one, pick new. So maybe I'll just copy another 3. Okay, so pick new, place, pick a new, place, and pick this one and place here. So I think that this can be quite tricky for Revit to understand what I'm going to do. So, but I want to have a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the path, create a form. Yep, all good. So now maybe I'll drag this to this end, drag this to this end, and I want to, because we already have this form, we can have a play with rotation. So for example, this one become 90 degree. So and this one maybe let's try 180, and this can be 270. Yeah, click OK, and then last one become 0 again, so 360. So basically I think this shape is okay. And then what's next? I think maybe I'll just delete this one because I don't want to change the number in the dynamo. So I'll just create a surface and change the. Oh, I think I turn off the VV grid, the grid line and nodes in VV, but that's fine. Just make sure. I can't remember which one to turn off. Maybe this one. And type in 199. And okay, so I think we need the nodes. So let's turn on the nodes under mass and nodes and OK. Oh, it's not showing. Maybe turn on the grid as well, grid line, and OK. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Oh, sorry. We need to go to select this divided surface. We need to turn on the nodes here. Okay, go create component and place one. So this point go all the way to here. And then select it and repeat. And select it and remove repeater. And go to Dynamo. And click on Run. And that's it. So that's something, I think it's similar, but not that complicated. But yeah, looks like, feels like a little bit similar, right? So yeah, so this is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.